And you know, her tail completes the full line here, and then even her legs here fill in the line. And I tried to not always stick to the line specifically, but if there was a shape that could fill the line perfectly, at least in one spot, I committed to it. And I like working with smaller liner and first, and then go through and see, okay, where did my lines overlap? What place could I add shadow to add depth and clean up some of the line work mistakes? And I think it's good for the first one so far. I'm gonna write yummy. If this doesn't fit, I'm gonna be so mad. I'll put my signature here in the middle, but let me put number 1 here in the corner. All right, so that's kind of my overall takeaways, I guess. Sorry, my chair's squeaking. If you are someone who is very particular and wanted to go the extra mile, you could grab a white liner, a jelly roll, or some sort of white to go over this, you know, add white highlights, go in and like you could get rid of the extra markings, but I don't feel like that's necessary because this is just like a fun, goofy pass through. I think it's gonna get a little more difficult with the next character because I chose characters that I realized are not quite the easiest. So our next character is a dragon that has wings, horns, the full rundown. So let's jump into that. Next Squiggle drawing, we have Dino, which may be a permanent name or temporary, I'm not sure yet, so please do let me know what you think about his name. This is the second drawing I have ever done of him, so that made it a little easier to play around with him and his design since I'm not set in stone on anything. His squiggle, however, had such an easy read. Honestly, it looked like I had already went in trying to draw the shape of his side view, so that's what I went with. It had the perfect placement of his eye and snout. I was able to get more precise with my lines because I could already see and tell what I wanted to do with this drawing. I wasn't feeling as blind like the first one. This drawing is the reason I love this challenge. Especially with characters, it pushes and alters silhouettes and anatomy in a way I wouldn't normally think of doing, and it's done in sort of an abstract way. It's crazy how the first and second squiggle looked so similar, but I got 2 completely different drawings out of them. I was focused on making the line art clean and smooth, giving it thicker line art and depth to it. I don't do this look in digital art because I pretty much hate doing line art digitally. Traditionally, however, I like line art when it's the main focus, where color isn't even something I have to